Hello, my name is Robert Luttmer, and this film is in regards to my conversation with my superintendent. We discussed several legal issues that affect public school in Oklahoma. We spent most of our time talking about pending legislation and its impact with public school operations. The first bill we discussed was House Bill 1660, which is designed to modify the calculation for allocated funds for students enrolled in online classes. My superintendent was cautious about the possibility of modifying the student multiplier for online students. He thought the legislation is geared towards actually eliminating the practice of some districts junking students into online classes to increase their enrollment size to maximize their allocations of state funding. We agreed that this bill is appropriate for public education. The next bill we discussed was House Bill 1755, which would which would exempt students from their EOI test for graduation if they score high enough on their ACT. My superintendent and I agree that the EOI and the EOI test and the ACT are actually two differently designed tests and that they assess two separate standards. My superintendent did not like this bill because this could possibly eliminate some of our school's best students who score high on their ACT from taking the EOI test. We would lose our best test takers for our A to F report card and would lower our school's grade. The next bill we discussed was Senate Bill 157, which would increase the high school graduation requirements for math from 3 credits to 4 credits. My superintendent and I agreed that increasing requirements produce better, more well-rounded students. My superintendent did mention this would require schools to offer an additional higher level math, which could cost schools more to offer more. The last bill we discussed was Senate Bill 268, which would increase the school calendar basically an additional extra week. My superintendent and I agreed that if teachers are going to work an extra week, they need to be paid for that work. He also mentioned that to operate the school for another week would require more money for daily operations such as utilities and buses. He also said that if the legislature does increase our funding, that this alone will not be enough. Schools already are underfunded. If the schools could get the funding they received in 2009 and the legislature increased the funding from that year's allocation, then and only then will our school have the means possible to add an extra week to the school calendar. The interview I conducted with my superintendent was very insightful. I learned firsthand how the state legislature has a direct impact on public education. I also learned that administrators and teachers need to be aware of pending legislation and what effect, whether positive or negative, it has on our profession. Again, I enjoyed my discussion with my superintendent and found this assignment insightful. Thanks.